What's up YouTube, Newton TM here, and today we're going to be reacting to Boondock Theories, Where Are Huey's and Riley's Parents by, the man, the Black Weed. Link in the description if you want to subscribe or watch this video itself. Let's get into it. It's your boy. Oh, hold on, let me put these on.
Throughout the Boondocks, Huey and Riley, the main characters of the Boondocks, lived with their grandpa alone, and we didn't really get to hear anything about what happened to their parents.
I know, right?
Or where their parents could possibly be. And today I kind of wanted to theorize on what could have happened to their parents, or where their parents could be. Let's get into it. So the first theory I have is based off of this one episode where Riley got into graffitiing houses, and he graffitied this one thing on this house, and it was a mural of someone that looked like Grandpa and a woman. Now, Grandpa and Huey immediately started tearing up when they saw this. Now, this led me to believe that it was Grandpa and his wife, but when you look at the hair, it just does not look like someone that was born in or that was raised in Grandpa's time, because if you know, then a lot of the black ladies then wore afros, right? And they just didn't look like that, you know what I'm saying? So that led me to believe, okay, maybe that's Huey and Riley's mom. Since the man was a splitting image of Grandpa when Grandpa was younger, obviously that led me to believe that that was Grandpa's son. But I feel like maybe Grandpa's son left Huey and Riley's mom.
That's future though.
To go do some activist work, because that would make sense how Huey got his personality. Because Riley acts nothing like that, and I feel like the mom was maybe a crack addict. Now you guys might be like, "Where'd you get crack addict from just from that picture?" Hear me out. So there was one episode where Grandpa got mad at them for drinking his orange juice, his classic orange juice, and he was like, "I should have left you at the mall," but it sounded like Morg. And I was watching this other guy's video based on this because I was doing more research on where their parents could be, and he thought it sounded like Morg too, and it did sound like Morg more and more to me. And in the place where Huey and Riley originally grew up without Grandpa, it wasn't really a good neighborhood. It was kind of like the hood or whatever, and that would make a lot of sense on why they lived with their relatives, because I feel like their mom was a crackhead in Chicago, and so they lived with their relatives, and then when she died, they got an inheritance. So my second theory is that both of the parents were just terrorists. Now you guys might be like, terrorists? What are you talking about?
Terrorists.
So, if you guys think carefully, Huey got his personality not from Grandpa, because Riley's more like Grandpa. Riley's more outgoing, loud, kind of obnoxious, just like Grandpa, in a funny way. And Huey's more reserved, smart, which leads me to believe that maybe his parents were that way. And if his parents were that way, maybe they were involved in some, anti-government thing, just like Huey is. And maybe that's why the mystery man was always following Huey, because if you guys remember, there was always a mystery man following Huey and saying, "I'm watching you." So I feel like maybe Huey's parents were involved in some secret organization to overthrow the government, because they think
yeah, that's kind of weird though. Kind of weird. Or what if Huey, Huey's parents are like fighters or something. In the show, he's really good at fighting. If you've seen the fight scene with him and Riley. If you don't, I advise you to go watch it on YouTube. Pretty good. But let's do this.
That the government is corrupt, and that they kind of trained Huey in a secret way to grow up like them, and they didn't have time to train Riley like that before they went to jail. Now, you guys may be like, why would they go to jail for that? Well, if you guys remember, maybe the mystery man was following the parents originally, right? And he noticed that Huey was being taught, but before he didn't have any evidence on Huey because he was a little kid. So he arrested the parents, and then Huey was left with Grandpa.
The awkward pause.
And I think that maybe the parents died in jail, and that's why Huey and Riley were taken with Grandpa's
care. Died in jail?
Which means that the mystery man now thinks that Huey...
Okay, I heard they died in a car crash. Maybe that's what you were going to talk about right now. Or they probably just didn't want him. Who knows? Let's get back into this though.
Follow their footsteps, which he is, and he has to find a way to incriminate Huey. You know what I'm saying? Find some incriminating evidence against Huey. I feel like this one is just way more fun to think about. Imagine Huey and Riley's parents were actually spies, or maybe that they're even still alive. Now this last theory is just crazy. It's based off the second theory, but it's that Huey and Riley's parents faked their deaths. Okay? So maybe Huey and Riley's parents had some interconnections with the jail, and they were like, okay, say we're dead and give our parents to the husband's dad, which is Grandpa. And then they went off and they're trying to finish their mission. And then the agent is trying to figure out where they are, and he's trying to figure out maybe Huey knows where they are. And maybe Huey's whole mission is to find out where his parents are. Now you guys can be like, whoa, this is all crazy. And I agree. This is the most fun possible theory I can think that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay. And I feel like this would add a little bit more story to the Boondocks, because the Boondocks kind of just like, it's like a mystery. Huey and Riley's parents have always been a mystery. We never really talked about that at all. Or Grandpa's wife, you know what I'm saying? And Grandpa was intelligent back in his day, so it makes sense that his son picked up some intelligent genes. And I maybe feel like...
Let me be honest with you. With this cut right now, I feel like Huey, like, in my opinion, I feel like Huey's the best character. Out of everyone, okay, here are my top 2. Grandpa, because the way that he be grabbing the belt and then he be whipping people. And Huey, because he has like that, you know how you know how in anime they be like fighting? He has like that type of style. Anyway, you know.
Like, this is something that Aaron McGruder could possibly expand on in the Boondocks reboot, which I do have some hope that it's still coming out.
Me too.
And I feel like maybe in the movie they could expand on where their parents
There's a movie?
are. My theory may not be correct at all, but I just feel like this is just a fun way to maybe, you know, get a little bit of Boondocks without actually, you know, watching the show, because the show's not out yet. But I do feel like in the 50-minute special that should still be coming out, I hope it's not canceled yet, so hopefully it's still coming out. I feel like in the 50-minute special they could elaborate on where Huey and Riley's parents are, because if you guys know, in a lot of specials they always, you know, add a little bit more onto the story. It's like in some shows like Hey Arnold, for instance, there was never really story inside of the show, but in the movie we found out where Hey Arnold's parents were. So I feel like definitely Aaron McGruder tried to add a little bit more depth to the story in this 50-minute special, if he wants to add, or to get the attention of his fans that may have, you know, deterred from the show, or maybe not.
Oh, that episode.
Still is interested in the show anymore. If he, you know, came up with this bang of a movie with some more depth to the story, people would get more interested in it. But again, that's all I have for the theories. Let me guys know about your theories about their parents, you know? I really appreciate all of you guys who watch other videos and even this video. And I really want you guys to just, you know, have a conversation down in the comments. Tell me what you guys think about the theory, or your own theory, and let me know where you think Huey and Riley's parents are. I'm out.
Well, if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to like and hit that like. Wait, no. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, have a great day. And see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
One like the Big Mac, don't test my six pack. Pink on my backpack, walk like a hunchback. Bitch, what's a fast for? Keep that out my lap. Purple, I'm patched up, colors are mismatched. One like the Big Mac, don't test my six pack. Pink on my backpack, walk like a hunchback. Bitch, what's a fast for? Keep that out my lap. Purple, I'm patched up, colors are mismatched.